Hello everybody, welcome to mytutorialsonline.com. Till now we have discussed what is Selenium IDE and how to install this, how to open Selenium IDE and what are the different components of Selenium IDE, and how to create and run sample test cases using Selenium IDE. Now we are going to discuss about how to take the control over the test case execution and how to use the context menu of Selenium IDE and some other topics. First, open your Firefox browser and open your Selenium IDE. Ensure the record button is selected so that the test cases you execute on the browser will be recorded. And go to any URL that you want to use for your test case execution. I am going to use one of the local hosts which is already installed in my system, that is a CRM, that is Sugar CRM. It is used for maintaining some user records, accounts, everything. It is just a CRM, and I am going to open my local host, that is, this is the web address, and I want to make my base URL as this one. And after that I will type admin is my username and admin is my password. After that I clicked on login button. See, I am just recording one of the sample test case. After logging in, I can perform any of the operations so that the Selenium IDE will record everything whatever I do in this browser. From different options, I will select create contact option. See, I clicked on create contact option. After that, we are able to see a form which allows users to create a user account. For this, we need to give several details, and we can see here, this page is having many of the web elements. See, we have buttons, we have labels, we have drop down lists, text boxes, checkbox, everything. Okay, so first I will select Mr. and I will provide first name as Selenium and last name is required field and tutorial. That's it, and I will check this option. See, if you see at your Selenium IDE, whatever you performed in your browser, all those got recorded, and now I am just stopping the recording so that it will not record the operations you perform after stopping the recording. See, now I am typing some title, anything, some junk characters I provided, but these will not be recorded because I stopped the recording. And if I am logging out from this system, if you run this test case, I am just slowing down the test execution speed and selecting the play current test case button, which plays the current test case. See, it typed username, password, and it clicked and waiting for the home page. After that, it clicked on the create contact. See, the page getting loaded. Selected Mr. Selenium and typed the tutorials, and also it checked the checkbox. See, these are the different operations we performed. See, I recorded this test case to demonstrate how to take control over the execution of your test case. See, this is your test script, All these commands are known as your test scripts, the set of commands which you use to do any operation, which you use to perform a test case, to execute a test case. All those are known as test script. Okay, so you can perform any of the selected command by double clicking the particular command. See, now I am just removing this, and if you open Selenium IDE, identify the part. This is the type last name. See, this is typing last name and it is typing tutorials in the last name field. If you double click this one, it will execute the single command. See, if you want to execute a particular command in your test script, you need to double click on that command. You can also right click on the command whatever you want to execute, and you can select execute this command. This will execute the particular command, and that will, in this example, it will type the last name in the last name field, that is tutorials in the last name field. I right clicked on that, and execute this command will perform the particular command. And if you start the test execution, the pause button will be enabled. I am just stopping this. I will start from the beginning. First, I am logging out from the system. After that, I started execution. The current test is null. Okay, I will restart the test execution. It opened, it typed, and you can pause the test execution by clicking the pause button. When you click the pause button, the test execution got stopped, and then further commands will not be executed unless you resume the test case or test execution. See, it just stopped at selecting the label from this salutation. See, this one, it need to select some value from this drop down, and it stopped there. See, if you click on the step item, it will execute just one command where the test case got paused. Okay, so see, this selected Mr. from this salutation, and again it got stopped. See, this is generally we use for debugging your test cases. That means if your test case fail at any time, and if you want to know where the test case got failed and what actually each command is doing, then you can pause at the beginning and you can perform one by one, each step one by one, or else you can click on each command from the beginning. You can do anything. And if you click on the step button again, it will perform the next command. See, it typed the Selenium, and still we are having two more commands. See, this one, we need to type tutorials in ID last name and click on the checkbox. See, if you click on the step again, it will execute the next command, and after that if you click the step again, and it will execute the last command. Instead of that, you can also resume the execution of your test case, so that all the commands from this point will be executed at one go. See, I am going to click on the resume button, and it will perform the remaining operations in your test case. See, this is how we can take control over our test case execution. We can pause the test case execution, and we can execute a single command, and we can stop the test case, pause the test case, and we can continue the remaining test case, or we can continue the test case by one command, etc. So however you want to execute your test case, you can select any option based on your requirement. See, this is how we can take control over our test case execution. And coming to next thing, inserting your own commands. See, before inserting our own commands, we need to know one more topic, that is what is a web page and what are the different elements of web page. See, this is a web page, of course, and how actually the Selenium is able to perform different operations, because we are performing some operations and it exactly typing the exact value at the right position. It will not, see, it did not miss anything. It typed Selenium in first name itself, it typed tutorials in last name itself. See, it did not miss the sequence. How it is possible? How Selenium remembers that particular value should be typed at some particular place? That is possible by identifying the web elements. See, all these are the elements of the web page. The elements of the web page are text boxes, that means these are the text boxes, and the drop down lists and buttons, labels, links, checkboxes, everything. See, this is one link, add address is one link, this is one checkbox. All these are known as the elements of web page, and Selenium will identify these elements and it will pass some value to the web element. And how Selenium IDE identifies the elements? Using some attributes of these web elements. That means this web element may have some property like name or ID or XPath or something. See, we can identify the web element using its address. We can identify using its address, means the address might be its ID or might be its name or might be its XPath. XPath means the HTML representation of any web element. See, for that, see how we identify, how we know what is the ID of any web element means we need to go to the source code of the web page. We need to verify the source of this web page. See, this is difficult to go and view the source code of every page, right? See, if you want to work on this page, you need to open the source, view page source, and there you can find the HTML code of this page. See, but it is very difficult to verify the source code of all the pages. So we have another add-on for Firefox that is known as Firebug, and it will get the identification of your web elements. See, Firebug is a Firefox extension which is used to get the identification of any web elements. Okay, see, I already added the Firebug. If you want, you can open Google and just type Firebug for Firefox and click on the link appeared there, and you can install the add-on for your Firefox. Just as it is, you install the Selenium IDE. See, after installing the Firebug, you can find a small icon here. See, here you are able to see the Firebug icon, and if you click on this bug icon, this will open the Firebug window at the bottom of Firefox. See, the Firebug got opened, and along with Firebug, you also search and install the Firepath, which will get the XPath of your web elements. See, this is the Firebug UI, and it will contain one arrow button, and select that, and if you go to any of the web element, it will highlight the See that arrow, the web elements are being highlighted. See, if you click on any web element, it will show the corresponding source code of that web element. See, the highlighted line in this source code is the source code for this text box, that is the first name text box. See, this is input type equals to text, value equals to null, and see, this is name, this is having its name, and name equals to first name. Okay, so we can identify this text box using the name of this text box. So name equals to first name. And if you want to get the name of some checkbox, see, I want to get the name of the checkbox. I clicked on the arrow button here and I clicked on the highlighted checkbox. See, sync underscore contact. This is the ID of your checkbox, and this might have name also. See, this is also having name attribute also. So you can identify your web elements using name or using ID. And if any of the web element is not having ID or name, we can depend on the XPath of the element. See, the XPath will be displayed here. See, this is the XPath and this is the XPath of this web element. See, this is how we are going to identify the web elements on the page. Of course, we are having a separate concept, a separate chapter for working with different locator types. Okay, there you will find how to locate any web element, how to identify any web element using different concepts like name, ID, and XPath, CSS, tag name, link text, everything. Okay, those we will discuss them deeply in further concepts. For now, it is enough for discussing these concepts. The current concept is inserting our own commands. See, this is the test case already executed and I want to insert a new command, and just decide, first you decide where you want to insert your command. Now I want to insert my command at the end. Right click there, select insert new command, and it will insert a new command. This is blank, and what I want to do means I want to type the office phone number. See, this is office phone and I want to type something in this field, in this text box. So first of all, what I need to do means the command I want to execute is type command. See, if you start typing the command name, the Selenium IDE is having a great feature of auto suggest. It automatically suggests the possible we already discussed this concept, right, while discussing the features of Selenium IDE. It suggests the possible commands that match to your typed string. See, I just type ty, it shown the type and wait, type keys, everything. Okay, so what I want to do is type. I selected that, and we know that target is the parameter where to type and value is the parameter what to type, and I want to type just 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I want to type some number, and where we need to type. See, we need to type in this text box. So first of all, select the arrow mark in the Firebug and get the identifier of your text box, office phone text box. I clicked on this and it's shown the Firebug displays your source code, the source code of this page, and it is having ID. If you have the attribute ID, prefer using the ID attribute. Prefer identifying element by ID because it is faster. If you don't have ID, go for name. If you don't have ID and name, then only go for XPath, because XPath is XML representation and it need to verify the page structure. Okay, so that's why if you have ID for your web element, prefer using the ID attribute. And I will copy the, or this is phone underscore work, that is my see type. Where to type means the identifier ID equals to phone underscore work. See, I inserted my own command here. I did not record this command. Selenium IDE did not record this command. I inserted this command. Okay, and similarly I want to type the department also. Department as computers. Okay, so what to do first? Just decide what is the command you need to execute. So what is the operation to be performed here? We need to type into department. So type is the command and value is I want to type computers. And where to type, that is the target field. Repeat the same task. Select this arrow and get the identifier of your department text box and ID equals to department and ID equals to, okay, I will verify. Yes, this is having name also. You can use ID or name, anything, but it is having ID and name, so it is better to use the ID because that is faster. Of course, for providing some example, I am using the name attribute also. Name is equals to department. Okay, so I inserted two new commands of my own. I did not record these commands. Those commands are typing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 in the field whose ID is phone underscore work, and I need to type the computers in the field whose name is department. Of course, now I log out from this. I will close everything and I will start the execution again. See, if I start this, it will open the URL and it typed the username password and click the login button. It went to create contacts. It selected. See, it also typed the office phone number and computers. Even it did not record, the Selenium IDE did not record these two steps. These are the commands executed by ourselves. Okay, we inserted our own commands. See, this is how we will insert our own commands. And next we will discuss how to insert new or how to insert comments in your script. You know what is a comment. These are for just informative purpose and these are not included in your script. Selenium IDE will not consider the comments for your test execution. These are just for providing some information about your the current command or your current test case, everything. See, I will insert a new command, new comment here. I will right click the command and select insert new comment, so that will insert a blank line before the command you have selected, and I inserted new command, right? I deleted that and select new insert command. And if you see the source code, see, this is the command inserted. See, this one is the before typing phone number. This is the comment inserted, and you can provide the value. You may want to below command types work phone number, like this. And if you come back to this table view, you can find, see, this is comment. Okay, and Selenium IDE will not consider this comment while executing, because that is a comment which is used for providing some information about your test case. Okay, let us check it once again. If you execute your test case, see, I ran the test case, it opened the URL and typed username, password, waiting for logging. See, clicked on create contact, selected, click, and see, nothing happened when, if you observe, the control passed to this line after this, and nothing is happened with this line, because this is a command, and whenever you see the source, you can understand that, okay, below command types work phone number. See, this is type command and it is typing some work phone number, like this. You can add your comment at the beginning and you can provide some introduction about the current test case, like that. This is how we will insert our comments. And using the base URL, we already discussed what is the base URL and how to use the base URL. See, if you provide the base URL and any of the part of the URL you provided will be concatenated here. Okay, see, when the open command got executed, it will open, that means it will copy everything and it will add this part to the base URL and it will open the total URL. Okay, see, that is the purpose of base URL, we already discussed in previous class. And next we will discuss about different Selenium commands. What are the different Selenium commands we are having? See, Selenium commands are also called as Seliness. Seliness means that is just a set of commands that you use for running your test cases. Okay, see, Seliness, if anyone asks you what is Seliness means, that is not a new thing, because Seliness means just a set of Selenium commands. You can call the set of Selenium commands as Seliness. See, till now we also use some term that a test script. What is a test script means? All the sequence of commands you use for executing any of your test case is known as test script. Okay, so coming to the Selenium commands, we have three types of commands. Those three types of commands are actions, accessors, and assertions. Okay, one is actions, second one is accessors, and third one is assertions. See, these are the three commands you are having in Selenium IDE. What is actions means? Actions are the command that generally manipulate the state of the application. Okay, see, these command will manipulate the current state of your application. See, clicking anything may lead to something. Okay, see, click can be considered as action command, and similarly selecting some option. Okay, click some link and select some option, everything, these commands are considered as action commands. And if action fails, or if it happens, if any error occurred while executing the action command, the execution of the current test case will be stopped. Okay, this is what action command is. Action command means just clicking some elements, selecting some elements, choosing some options, everything. Okay, these are the actions that we perform, and the commands which we use to perform these actions are known as action commands. And if action command fails, means the current test execution will be stopped. And coming to the second type of Selenium command, the accessors. Accessors means these are used for examining the state of the application. Okay, see what is the state of current application, and you may want to store some value on your web page. You may want to store some value on your web page, like see, if you have this, you may want to store the label of this first name, okay, the value of this label. So for storing these, we can use the accessors. Okay, see, whatever the commands we used, whatever the commands we use for storing this type of values, that is the for storing the status or the state of the application, we can use the accessors. See, and we can now discuss about the context menu of Selenium IDE. We have one context menu with Selenium IDE. This provides a great advantage. See, if you select any of the text and right click when the Selenium IDE is open, remember the Selenium IDE should be open. See, if you select some text and right click on that, you will find some Selenium commands here. See, this is assert text present, verify text present, first name. See, first name and colon is the text you have selected. Say assert text present, verify text present. Similarly, if you go to show all available commands, you will find many commands that can be performed on the selected text. See, here you have store text present, first name. Okay, see, store text present. If you use this, you can store the first name colon. See, this is the value of that label. First name colon, first space name colon. You can store this value to some variable. Okay, see, I selected store text present and it is asking for variable, and I just provide some dummy variable name and click on OK. And if you see your test script, see, this line got selected, that's why it inserted here. I just cut that and I will paste it over here. See, store text present, we did not write or we did not record that, but still we got one command here, that is store text present, and the value is a. This is the variable name, and the value which to be, don't get confused with the value. Okay, see, this is the variable name and the value to be stored in this variable is first name. And we have one print statement for Selenium IDE. The print statement for Selenium IDE is echo. Okay, see, echo is the print statement for Selenium IDE, and you can print the value of a also. We will discuss this later when we work with different Selenium commands. For now, just make a look at store text present command. See, this command is known as accessor command. See, this will store the state of the label. Okay, what is the current value of that label? This may change. Of course, in this page this is constant, but in some pages the value might be changed in some links or some areas, some divs. Okay, see, then you can use the accessors for maintaining the state of the application. And coming to the third type of Selenium command, those are assertions. There might be situations where you need to verify the state of the application, and that state is conforming to some expected situation. That means you may want such a situation that your web page should be like this or like that. Okay, you have some condition and you may want or else we can take an example that whenever you click on the login page, this home page got loaded. See how to know, and after home page got loaded, then it clicked on, see this is click and wait login button. After clicking on login button, it clicked on the create contact option. But before continuing to this part of the test case, you may want to verify that whether we are on the home page of the application or not, right? See, after logging in, we are directing to some landing page. Okay, we can call that as home page. See, before continuing with remaining part, we may want to confirm that we are on the right page, because if what happens if the test case fails, that means if login fails means it cannot click on create contact, because that will be on the login page itself. So it will try to execute the command and it will fail. So to avoid that, you may want to confirm that we are on the expected page. See how to do that. How to do that means using assertions. The assertion commands are used for verifying the state of application whether it satisfies the expected condition or not. Okay, so we have different assertion commands see, similarly I am again going to first name. I select the first name, and if you go to context menu, see assert text present. See assert text present, we have different commands. We will discuss each of them later. See assert present, assert text present, everything. See assert text not present, assert text present, everything. Assert title, it will verify whether the title of the current page is expected or not. Okay, this will return the this will compare the given title to the title of the current page. We will look into each of these commands later. Okay, for now just remember what is the assert commands. Okay, see these are the three types of commands, and after that we are going to work with different Selenium commands, and the common Selenium commands we use are typing some text, we already typed some value, and clicking some element, selecting some element from drop down list, and clicking on some link, everything. See all these are the common actions performed on any web page. Okay, see typing, clicking, selecting, everything. And for all those operations, Selenium IDE is providing many commands. Okay, see if you click on the drop down list of commands, see these many number of Selenium commands are there. See these commands are able to type, these commands are able to even capture the current screenshot, and we can handle the alert boxes, we can handle the confirm boxes, we can handle the prompts, everything. We can work with screenshots. See all these, we can work with tables, we can work with cookies. See all these are cookies, pop-ups, everything. Okay, different commands we are having, and we are going to discuss and we are going to work with different commands in our next class. And if you want to refer to the previous chapters, please log into mytutorialsonline.com and you will find there the Selenium IDE videos, and you can find the previous tutorials.